Scroufy. Scroufy, I think you have the world record for most first stream joins ever. Oh, you're building your Lego Daily Bugle. That's awesome. Dude, I can't wait to see it. Please post it on the Discord when you're done. Okay. YouTube's good. It's good. Okay, now let's start on TT. Gotta start that. Boop. Okay, we're over. Boom. Now I can start. Just make sure sometimes TT Live Studio software likes to revert my audio settings, so stream. Scruffy just reached out for 8 months. That's awesome. That's awesome, Scruffy. Thank you so much. That means more than you know. It really does. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't believe you've been a sub for that long. That is crazy. Okay, we're going live on TT. And what in the world? Why can't I just start? Oh, I've got to set to that. So gaming, other games, and go live. Okay, golden. Pop out chat. Actually, I don't really need this because I'm going to use Stream Focus. Stream Focus for the win, baby. Pesky, what's up? Exclamation mark lurk. Hey, is that a Twitch thing or is that an individual creator thing? Because I do not have that command. I have not set up that command to do anything. But if that's a TW purple thing, then by all means go for it. Okay. Before we start streaming today, guys, I gotta set up all the mocap stuff. So bear with me just like a minute. Good. You guys hear me okay? Is the music going? Everything working? You guys can see my screen. Okay. So let me go ahead and plug the battery in. Cosmic, what's up? Squash, Miles, Lasvy, Lucky Warrior, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining the stream. It's so hot in the UK, is it? What's the temp there? Give me Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Having a heat wave. Okay, we're plugged in. Let's check out Rococo, see if we're actually popping up here. What character are you making? It kind of looks like a Spider-Man variant. So this is a character named Drip. He is from the comic book series called Tooland. This is made by an indie client of mine. He has made his own comic book series, his own cartoon episode or cartoon series on YT platform. He's got action figures, comic books. He goes to like a new Comic-Con every single weekend. So yeah, check it out, Tooland. So I am making a video game for him. Today we're going to be making the 2 weapons. Actually, he has a 3rd weapon. So this superhero has a staff, a shield, and an arm cannon. So today I'm going to be making the staff and the shield. We're going to be doing that live on stream today. 73 degrees Fahrenheit right now? Oh, that's not hot. What? 73 degrees? No way. That's like average temp here where I'm at. That's not hot. Yeah, so guys, check it out. Toolandcomics.com if you want to check out his website. Toolandcomics.com. Okay, why is this not showing up? Maybe because I didn't turn off. Sometimes I have to turn off Bitdefender for it to connect. The firewall for some reason Rococo has a lot of issues with firewall. Even if you tell your firewall to allow Rococo, it still does not always allow it. So I'm unplugging now, replugging back in. In the UK, it feels like living in an oven because it's normally always cold. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you there. Yeah, 73, like that's awesome weather to me. 73 Fahrenheit, I love that. Hey, thanks for all the likes on the live, guys. Means a lot. Okay, hopefully this will pop up now. We can actually get started and get our Lego character moving, guys. It has been a while since I've streamed. I think last time I streamed, there we go, was April 1st. There's no April Fool's joke there. It was like April 1st. because in 2.5 weeks ago, for those of you that are on my Discord and on my X, you guys have seen this news, but about 3 weeks ago, we had our third child. My wife gave birth to our third baby boy. So it's been crazy over here. Last night was the first night I got a full night's sleep. So that's why I'm streaming today, because the past few weeks I've been exhausted, but what I've gone through is nothing compared to what my wife has gone through. My wife has been truly the exhausted one. She's the trooper. But yeah, so actually you can see it right there in the background. That's a extra pack and play crib type thing we have. So occasionally he'll sleep in my office while I'm working. So that's that. Okay, we're set up. Let's do this. Actually, let's go ahead and turn live stream on. Start live stream. Unity, where's Unity? Where is Unity? Oh, it's blocked. There we go. I was like, what? Okay, we're streaming to Unity. Look, there we are. Boop, doop, 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 doop. But we gotta sync, of course. Gizmo, thank you so much. That means a lot. Thanks, Ralphie. Appreciate it. Okay, so we're there. Let's put this on, and then we're going to... Why is it so tight? Like stuck? Oh, I feel it. It's like... That's not good. Maybe it's not. It just feels like... I feel like I had more room than this before. Okay, let me put this on. Adjust my hair and makeup. Just joking, I'm not wearing any makeup, but this thing does really mess with your hair when you put a headband on. How do I look, guys? Does that look good? Okay. It's okay. It's not about looks. It's about... Okay, let's sync this up so you guys can actually see Mr. Lego here. Calibrate. Boop. Okay, Mr. Lego is hidden, so we are going to fix that by going to there. And this is, I think, a 0.54. Yep, there we go. Hey guys. It works. It's working. It's working. Guys, it's been literally a month on the dot since I last streamed. And if you're just now hopping on, my wife had a baby a few weeks ago, so that has been why I have not been streaming. I have been working though. I've been working hard on stream focus. I'm actually going to use that for today's stream while I work on these weapons for drip. Can everyone, it's been a while since I've streamed, so can everyone hear everything correctly? Can you hear the music in the background? Does my mic sound okay? Just let me know, guys. Oh, I've got to send a Discord message. I'm telling everyone I'm streaming. Let's see, dev streams. That message, copy, boop. First stream back since having a baby. Creating the staff and the shield weapons. Boop. Okay. If you guys have not joined the disc, please join the disc. It's an awesome place to be. Promise. You'll love it there. The disc. Link in the description, baby. Okay. So that's going. We're golden. We're fire. We're ready. But let's adjust this microphone. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. Got everything going. Thank you, Kellen. Means a lot. May I ask what the Lego program is called? So this is a custom setup that I built in Unity, so you cannot find this anywhere. I plan on creating a VTuber app sometime hopefully in the next few months, beginning development on that. So if you are interested in this setup and using it for yourself, then stay tuned. Fleek Boy, thank you so much. Everything sounds great. Congrats as well. I have one of my own on the way. Oh, that's congratulations, Fleek Boy. Is that your first? Congratulations. Cyanide, what's up? Thanks for being here, Cy. Chaotic Rice subscribed at tier 1. What? Subscribed over 3 months. Is currently on a 1 month streak. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Chaotic Rice. Or is it Chaotic Reese? I forget. Okay, let me launch Stream Focus. For those of you that use Stream Focus, you're actually gonna be seeing the newest version right now that you guys don't have yet. So this is actually, I started working on, oh wait, this isn't gonna be right. Hold up. That's the wrong Stream Focus. That's an old one. Bear with me, guys. 1 second. There we go. Oh wait, that's not right either. That's the wrong one again. This is the one I have installed. It's not the installed one. It is the one that is not installed. Look out of that. It is in Stream Focus app builds 0.5.0 alpha. This is the newest one that I started working on yesterday. The newest one for you guys is 4.2, but yesterday I started working on the alert panel, which I am super pumped about. Congrats on the baby. Never watched any of your streams. Also, what suit do you use for mocap? Wes, thank you so much. I use Rococo for my motion capture. So here is Stream Focus version 5.0 that I just started working on yesterday. So ignore these messages right here, but this is the first working version of the alert panel that's going to be up here. You guys are the first ones to ever see this on stream right now. So everything else is the same. This is the only thing I've done yesterday since the latest update. Let me actually turn my, to get everything working here. So yeah, don't want that. I want me. Let's fire, boop. Love it. Okay. This, let's see. Games. What a question. Do you remember your first go at 3D modeling? Mine was Donut. Yes, I 100% remember my first go at 3D modeling, Ace. 100% remember it. Why is nothing showing up? Send a message, guys. Send a message. Let's get some stuff in here. So this up here is the alert panel. Look, there we go. Love it. Thank you so much, Sai, for the message. Why are messages not showing up on? I think I know why. I have an instance of TT chat running in my Pixelfire VTuber setup. I wonder if it's combating that, if it won't let me connect. That's super interesting. Huh. No, it's connecting because it's showing the viewer count up here. Guys, someone send a message on TT. That's super weird. Someone sent a message on TT. Thanks, Nosy Gaming. That's so weird. I didn't disable it for this test version, did I? Huh. Oh, there they are. Boom. Yes. Why did it take so long to connect? That was so weird. Beautiful. Okay. So guys, this up here at the top, this is the new alert panel that I've started working on. You can ignore these messages right here. These are, because essentially what I did was I duplicated the chat panel up to, moved it up to here, and then created this drag thing right here, this divider. So the messages are still in there from the chat panel, but yeah. So these will go away, and then we'll see alerts in there like so-and-so followed your stream, so-and-so subscribed, so-and-so sent 45,000 bits on TW, someone sent a heart me gift on TT, whatever. So yeah, super excited about this alert panel. Right now the panel is working. You can resize it and the scrolling works as it should. So the next step will be just getting events and putting them into the alert panel. So that is that, but this is not a Stream Focus stream. This is a Toolin stream. So I'm gonna start development on right now, not development, modeling. Let's start modeling. I'm gonna keep this over here so I can see all my chat. Whoop. Beautiful. And let's get going. Guys, thanks for being here. If you guys are interested in Stream Focus, you can get it now. It's in early access. You can get a membership on my website, and that will give you access to Stream Focus. Right now it is paid, so it costs a monthly membership. It will eventually be free once it is more stable and requires less support. But for now, it is in early access, and we've got, I want to say like 60 or 70 members, somewhere around there. So people are using it. It's going great. I'm getting a lot of really good feedback in the Discord. So it's been a really, really fun experience. So thank you to everyone here. If anyone here has already become a member and is using Stream Focus, appreciate it. Bow staff is the most underrated weapon. I know. I'm super excited to make it. So let's do it, guys. These are pretty simple, straightforward weapons. And again, this is for a game, so it's going to be really small on your mobile device. You're not even going to see it. Cyanide cheered 100 meep. That's awesome. Thank you, Cyanide. It means a lot. I need to hear these alerts. I can't hear anything. Maybe I'll hear it now that I've turned my speakers up. I wonder why the VTuber character always feels like they're not accurate, maybe exaggerating movement. What do you mean not accurate, Nick Powell? What do you mean? We're making an invincible game, please? What do you mean an invincible game? And your first boy is on the way. That's awesome, Fleek Boy. Congratulations. That's exciting. Super exciting. When's the due date? Or like rough due date? Okay, so guys, can you see this? Let me move this over. You can see it even more. There we go. Okay, so this is Drip. He has a shield. So first off, he has 2 watches. He has a watch on his suit. His entire suit is made of alien tech. And this alien tech in his watch, for instance, on the right side, it will pop out the shield. Think the Iron Man nanotechnology, sort of like that, where it's like microscopic and can form into things. So that is that, and he has a blaster on his left arm. The right watch can turn into a shield. And then I think it's the right watch that also does the staff as well. Let me see. Where's a staff picture? No, he has it in the left hand. So I think Jason said that the staff can come out of any hand. Well, it doesn't matter for now. We're just making the models for now. So we're going to be making this staff and this shield on stream today. It feels off. I think maybe just the mouth. Oh, so okay, I get exactly what you're saying. Nick Powell, thank you for the heart. Me means a lot. So I totally understand what you're saying. So yes, so I have considered adding like a multiplier to the movement of the VTuber face. So yeah, so like the mouth, you would expect the Lego mouth to open a lot wider. So all it takes is me adding a multiplier to the code that's running the face motion capture, and just like multiplying it by 2 or 2.5 or whatever. So I have definitely considered doing that, because I agree, it does need to be a lot more exaggerated for sure. All the body is great, the body is perfect, I think, but the face definitely needs to be like double for sure. Cyanide, Little Pix is doing fantastic. Guys, what should we make first, the shield or the staff? Can you guys vote in chat? Cast your vote in chat. Would you like me to make the shield first or the staff? Have you deleted the cube already? Nope, but I'm about to. Boop. Do you mainly do modeling, or what area do you prefer to work in? I love modeling so much. I think 3D modeling is my favorite phase of creation, but I do everything. Texturing, rigging, animation, code, all of it. We got 1 staff, 1 shield, another staff, another staff. Yeah, okay, well, let's do the staff first. Pretty straightforward. We're gonna do a mesh, a cylinder. This is a game model, so we're not gonna do, let me move this temporarily over to here. We're not gonna do 32, we're gonna do probably 8 is good. It's gonna be so small. Yeah, that should be plenty. There's also only gonna be 1 instance of this staff in the game, so I could even get away with higher, but 8's perfectly fine. 8 is good, 8 is good. So yeah, let's do that. 8, we're good to go. Okay, let's move this back over here. Okay, let me find a really good picture of this staff. There's one I grabbed this morning. Here we go. These are super close up. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do obviously. Extend the length. I should actually bring drip. I should import drip in here so that we have the sizing correctly. How's modeling hands? I mean, literally every part of the human body. Any organic modeling is super hard. Getting the anatomy right of humans is just, in general, really hard. I'll bring drip in. Actually, should I go in and bring drip in? Nick, thank you for the heart. It means a lot. I think that actually happens to all VTuber characters, to be honest. I couldn't. Just up on YT. Thank you so much, Rescue Squad. Means a lot. Yeah, I heard the alert now. That's great. Who even is that? This is a superhero from an indie comic called Tooland. The comic is called Tooland, but the superhero character's name is Drip. If you have been to a recent Comic-Con, you might have seen him. He has a booth at like any Comic-Con you go to in the US, East Coast, a little bit over to the west maybe. You'll probably, if you look around enough, you'll find this Tooland booth at a Comic-Con. Yes, we're making the staff now, so I'm going to very simply, first off, I'm gonna apply the scale. And we're gonna add a bevel, because I don't want this to be flat at the end. Technically, it could be flat at the end because it's just a game model, but I like to go a little bit above and beyond. I wanna make this look nice. Okay, so mount segments. I don't like that. I don't like that. Guess there's no way around it, is there? I plan to go to Comic-Con sometime in July. Oh, that's awesome. Where at, Cyanide? If you're somewhere on the East Coast at a convention, you just look for Tooland and go up to him and say, "Hey, I know Zach. I know Pixelfire." I know exactly who you're talking about. I hate modeling. I love level design. Oh, I love modeling so much. Love it so much. Okay, yeah, I'm not liking the shape of that bevel. No, it's not these. It would be limit method, maybe. I want that, but not so high poly. I might need to just do it manually. It's like, let's see. Okay, I can't see there. Boop. That's what I want right there. Okay, so the way that I'm going to do that, wish I could just do it with a modifier. Nope. Maybe I should just leave it like that. Nope. No, I really don't like that. Okay, that's why it's beveling the sides, and I don't want it to do that. I definitely don't want it to do that. Limit method. That's what I want. There we go. Perfect. Boop. Just change that to a 90, not like 85. Perfect. Now we're talking. That is exactly what I want. And now that will apply to the bottom as well. Beautiful. That's what I want. Okie dokie. You'll love to see it. Let's that be a thing you find to start with. It's something that you always have, but because this game starts off on level 1, obviously, it sounds like a super stupid sentence that I just said. Every game starts off on level 1. It's the first level is going to have a tutorial aspect to it, so you won't have access to it right away, but once you learn to beat up a few bad guys with like punches and kicks, then the game will tell you like, hey, now push this button to pull out your staff, and then a new button will pop up on the screen. You can push that and then your staff will come out. So yeah, you'll have access to it pretty soon in the game, but not right when you start, if that makes sense. Okay, let's just do 1. This 1 is good. I like that. Let's do like a 0.15. Nope, that's too much. Yep, I like that. That's good. That's overkill for a game. Yep, we're just gonna do 1. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now is that's all there is to it so far. Now there is the red bit in the center. Now this is where things get interesting. So for 99% of games, okay, they would create this staff model to where the red bits are just texture, not modeled into the staff. They would just do it as a texture. I think I'm going to model it. The reason I'm going to model it is because I think, I could be wrong, I need to ask my client, but I think that these red rings are supposed to glow. So if they're supposed to glow, or even if they're not supposed to glow, it would be really cool if they could glow on like a really powerful, like supercharged hit or something like that. So I'm gonna ask my client, but if they need to glow, it will be easier in Unity to make them glow if they're a separate material. Now I technically still could do that with, hold on. So I'm gonna be doing it with the material. Anyway, I just need to separate it. So here's what we're gonna do. So we're going to add those separation points. Let's see. How many is there along the length of the staff? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's probably 8, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's probably like 8 red rings, I would say. There's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so maybe not. And that one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish. Let's just see what looks good here. That is 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 might be too much. Let's do 8. And they don't exist at the end either. Okay, so there is our separation bits. I actually don't know, is there a way to now make these, like do an extra loop? Don't think so. I could extrude upwards, but that's gonna mess up the geometry. So what if I just do 16? Where is my, I'm supposed to see how many this is. Number of cuts, 16. And then I can squeeze them together. This is gonna be a cool move right here. Ready? We're gonna do that, that. I totally thought. Almost. Okay, select that. Select that. Selection pair not found? What? If I do this, boop, boop. Huh, that's not working. I thought that was supposed to work. Okay, so what we can do is we can just select all of them and then deselect the middle. Okay, and then just scale them by individual origins. Okay, so SZ. Does that look good? Does that length look good, guys? What do you think? A little smaller, I think, actually. Actually, it is going to be in the mobile game, so it's going to be small, so it'll be hard to see if it's too much smaller. Let's stick with that for now. We can always change it. Now let's go ahead and add our separate materials. This will be staff, and then this is staff black. And we're going to do staff red. All of it is staff black, and then just select the middle bits for the red sign. Okay, and then make red, red. There we go. And then black, whoops, black. There we go. I think that's a good number of cuts. What do you guys think? Mission mask is all you need in unit. Yes, yeah, it'll definitely be a mission mask. Or no, I don't think I'm gonna use a mask. I think I'm gonna have them as a separate materials, and the red material will just glow. But yeah, the emission mask, that's another way to do it for sure. We're going to be streaming the new Fortnite Star Wars season tomorrow. No, I did not know that there was one. It's been so long since I've played Fortnite, guys. You trust me, you do not want to see me play Fortnite unless it's for pure comedic entertainment. Lego Avatar is so smooth. Thank you, Capista. It means a lot. Thanks for hopping on stream. Look more dark gray like a gunmetal. You're right. That might just be a comic book shading thing, inking thing, because they didn't want to do pure black, but you're right. I'll have to ask client on specific colors. Or it might be that it's black. It's supposed to be black, but it's just metallic and it's reflecting the environment. That could also be a thing. So I need to ask him, but yeah, it's definitely not going to be like pure black. Okay, so then another thing I'm going to do on this staff, just to add some extra pizzazz, is I'm going to bring, no, what's the opposite of extrude? Intrude? No. What is the word for like bringing these in? I'm going to bring them in, like so. I'm going to do this. This is 100% not needed in a game, and especially in a mobile game, but I'm going to do it just for kicks and giggles. So we can extrude this and then Alt-S and bring it in. And it made it look super janky. Oh, because of the bevel, that's why. It needs to be like that. That's what I'm gonna do. I think that looks cool. I like that. What do you guys think? I think that looks a lot cooler than just flat. Now here's the thing. You're not even gonna be able to see that. You're not gonna be able to notice that detail in the game because you're gonna be playing this on your mobile device, right? So let's zoom out. Okay, if you're on TT, you're already on a mobile device, but I'll zoom out to the distance that you would see it at. It's probably gonna be like that big max if you're on mobile right now. So you can't even tell that detail's there, right? So, but I'm going to leave it in because I love it and it's not that much extra geometry. There's only one staff in the game. So like, let's actually look at statistics. So we're at 160 verts. So if we don't do that, we're at 144 verts, right? If we select all of the red and then, how many faces are we? We're 138 faces, which is no performance issue at all in a mobile game. Okay. And if we extrude these, we go from 138 faces to 538. Still, 538 is nothing for a game. It's completely fine. But that is crazy that it is literally multiplying the polygon count by almost 5. That's crazy. Maybe this is a bad idea. I don't know. No, it's totally fine. I do need to fix this bevel though. It's also way too far in, I think. Needs to not be that much. Let's go about right there. Negative 0.01. I like that. Cool. And then I thought that you could make the bevel only apply. Yep, vertex group. That's exactly what I want. Vertex group. And then we're going to do just the ends for the vertex group. So we're going to add a new vertex group. Actually, just select the ends. Select the ends. Vertex group. Assign. And now just make the bevel modifier only affect that group. Nice. You'll love to see it. You'll love, love, love to see it. Let's do wireframe and check this out real quick. Yep, that still looks golden. Beautiful. And then no bevel anywhere else, except for the other side of it. That is a pretty staff, if I do say so myself. What do you guys think? I think that looks sweet. Wait, how did we get to 200 faces? Oh, it was because bevel, okay, it was because bevel was applying to everything. Awesome, so cool, yeah. So we only went from whatever it was before, 138 to, so we only doubled. That's not bad. Yeah, that 5 times multiplier was a little confusing to me. But yeah, we're only double, we're only at 282 faces. That's golden. That won't cause any issues in the game. Even with all this unnecessary detail. I love it. Looks too small to BH, TBH, maybe make the... Reminds me of Robin's staff from Teen... Does Robin have a staff in Teen Titans? I never watched that. Hey Swizzik, what's up? Thanks for being here. V4MP. I am working on a mobile superhero game for a client of mine. This client of mine created his own comic book brand called Tooland. If you go to a Comic-Con near you, you'll probably see him at a booth. Check him out. The superhero's name is Drip, and so I am working on his weapons today for the superhero game. Okay, so staff, for all intents and purposes, is done. I do need to check the scale on it. That reflection is really bothering me. It's too weirdish. We need to take reflection off. Or boop, there's super reflection. No reflection. See, the thing is though, it's not like rubber. It does have some reflection on it. Make it metallic. Now again, this doesn't really matter here because I'm going to be doing the materials in Unity, not in Blender, so this does not matter. But I'll leave it like this for now. And then staff red, I could go ahead and add some glow to it just for fun. Oops, let's not save it yet. I guess we should save it soon. Boop. Always save your work, guys. Always save your work. Tooland mobile game. Where should I save this? Characters for sure. I have a characters folder, a levels folder. Let's make a weapons folder or props folder. Weapons and props. There we go. And that will also include stuff like fire hydrants, lights, and stuff like that. Weapons and props. Okay, and this is the... I'm going to put it all together, so this is going to be Drip's weapons. So, Drip's... Drip weapons, that's what I'm going to call it. Drip weapons. That sounds a little weird. Drip weapons. Okay, let's make this glow just for fun. even though it's not even gonna, this isn't gonna contribute to any of the glow that shows up in Unity, but we'll do it in Blender just for fun. Okay, so we're in Eevee, perfect. I could have sworn there was a glow in here. Maybe not. Okay, so let's just change it in here. We're gonna go to emission, Doot. There we go. 20, make this also red. Make the other one perfect red as well. Here we go. Now we are not glowing because I don't know. Maybe they moved glow to post-processing effects now. I do want ray tracing, screen trace, resolution 1:1. Just doesn't matter, but denoising's on fine. Curves, field, film, performance, compositor, film. Yeah, I'm guessing they moved it to post-processing now. Lego Pixel looks so focused. Okay, well I guess it's a compositing thing now. So we're gonna do that, I guess. Compositor disabled. Camera, always. Let's go to compositor, compositing. Boop, use nodes. And then glow. I've not done any compositing, honestly, in Eevee. It's glare, isn't it? Blender's weird with their name. Yep, Blender's weird with their naming schemes. There we go. It looks terrible, but we're gonna make it look better. Okay, let's split this view. Split, boop. Compositing. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Okay. We don't want streaks, we want fog glow. There we go, check it. That is awesome. Bloom, oh, Bloom looks cool. Bloom, ghosts, that's weird. Streaks, nope. Fog glow, yes. Simple star, nope. It's either gonna be fog glow or Bloom. I like Bloom better. Just need to decrease it by a lot. Size, whoa, that looks terrible. 8, threshold. High, medium, low. Low's fine for just, this is just preview purposes. And then I need to decrease the strength of it. So we could do, should I do it there or should I do it in this material settings? Emission. There we go. Do it too. That looks sick. Love it, love it, love it. Cool, staff done. Look at that. Look at that. Watch Megas so you guys can change my skin. Should be working. Let's test this out. It might not be. We're gonna try it out, guys. Everyone mode. Okay, everyone can change my skin. Someone try out. Let me pull these up. It works. Yes. So it's working on purple platform. Let's try TT. Guys on TT, can you guys type in something like that? I want to make sure TT triggers are working. They're not. So let me restart Pixelfire. And then it should work. That was pretty quick, guys, making the staff. Okay. There's OG Pixelfire. Moving over to Lego. There we are. Okay. Someone on TT. Try out those skin change names. Skin name changes. Let's fix that mic too. Anyone? 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 I'm gonna try. Oh wait. There we go. Everyone mode. Yes. Yes. Just took a restart. There we go. Love it. Okay. Now let's actually do some more fun stuff. Let's do some vote mode stuff. There we go. Let's go ahead and start it. Make sure it's working. Clone GBX29 at your service. Command Slime Light, what's up? Thanks for being here. Actually, I need to hide that now because I don't want new viewers to be like, why can't I change the skin? So yeah, just type in that letter in the chat to vote, guys. That's how you vote. Let's try again. Just make sure triggers are working. So guys, type in the letter that you want to vote in the chat. So Jay Happy, if you want to vote for Jack, you would type in S. Send S in the chat. Anav, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. You wanna know how I got these scars? My father, great man. Night says I exist everywhere. Yes. Okay, guys, bow staff is done. Is it called a bow staff or is it just a staff? What is the difference between a bow staff and a staff? Bow staff versus staff. Images. It is a bow staff. Oh no, wait. It actually is a bow. Is it a bow? What's the difference? Is a bow staff an actual bow? Huh. Okay, guys, bow staff done. Now let's make the shield. The Captain America shield. No, I'm just joking. It's not Captain America. Okay, so on the outside, it looks like this. And on the inside, it has these swirls. So we'll figure out the details in a bit, but let's just get the general shape down. So it is obviously, that staff looks so cool, dude. I love that so much. It's obviously going to be, start off with a cylinder. Now the question is, how many verts should we give it? 32. And the kids are back. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. Okay, 32. Is that good for a shield? Let's test it out. So that's the shield-ish. And if we're super far away, mobile device, yeah, 32 looks good. 32 is fine. I could also make it more because, again, guys, this is the only instance of this object in the entire game, so. Something that divides into 5 could work better since there are lines. What do you mean something that divides into 5? I don't know what you mean. I set up some custom interactions for my streams and noticed that they don't get used often. What do you mean by that? What were the custom interactions? Y'all can see the drip moving outside the room. Yep. Goodness, that was loud. Okay. I could do 64, but that might be a little bit overkill. There is gonna be, let me move this to the side. You can close the compositor now. Okay. Let's do this. And then scale it in. Need to see the top of the shield. Because in some cases... Okay, interesting. So on this shield, there's like a line that goes around and then a circle in the middle. I like that look, really. That's really cool. That one looks different. Don't like that as much. Also, whatever I design, I'm gonna have to show it to my client and see if he's even good with it or not. So, out of all these shields, I definitely like this the most. Except this only has 3 red pieces on it. Wonder how many there's actually supposed to be. This one looks like there's 1 every quarter. That one's 1 every quarter. That one's, yeah, that right there. I'm gonna go with 4. 4 red pieces with the ring in the middle. Cool, okay. Let's slide that. Whoops. Can't see anything with this in here. Edge slide. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, I'm gonna do this. And then smooth it. Two cuts. That looks good. My name's Captain Jack Sparrow, Savvy. You still need to scale everything to the model size. You're right, Cyanide, I do need to do that. Once I've finished the weapons, I'm gonna bring Drip the model in, and then I'm gonna scale it all to match. But for now, we're just gonna make the weapon, okay? We're making the shield, we've made the bow staff. Why is it 4 pieces but 5 lines? My OCD is gonna kill me. What do you mean by that, mate? 4 pieces but 5 lines? Don't know what you mean, mate. And then this bit right here. We need to do this. And then this bit needs to go inwards. Like so. I I think that's what it means. All right. Actually, we need to keep going up. So this... we need to inset this, like so. To there. And then add a few more loops. Actually, we're going to bring this up first. Like so. Yep. And then we're going to add some loops here. About 2, right like that. Master Yoda, I am. Smooth it out, we must. 0.5. Good, that is. Cool, now I got a nice smooth curve. This one right in here. This one's looking a little janky. There we go. This one. I'm gonna leave it like that. Perfect. Now we got the round top. And now with just this inner bit, we can about right there. Bring it down. Boop. Just like that. Perfect. That way it's the whole center part still indents, but it still keeps the rounded part at the top. So it's still rounded at the top, but the whole rounded part at the top is indented. And that's a lot better. Do you use the TikTok Live connector library in your little app? I've been having fun with that. Neighborhood, I use, yes, TikTok Live. There's a library I use called C#. Yes, it's on GitHub. Blech. You want to play? I just wonder if it's worth the effort since most people just want to watch. Yeah, the interactions, all the interaction stuff, it depends. So if you're doing VTuber interactions, like what I'm doing, yes, I think you 100% need to do that because the sky is the limit to how much you can do with interactions with a 3D world. It's just super fun. If you're doing like a live webcam, interactions probably don't matter as much, don't make as much sense. But I think I wouldn't spend like every waking moment trying to come up with like new interactions for your stream, but having at least something there I think helps, because if you have some viewers that are watching for a long time and if they find a moment where they're getting bored on your stream, the interactions give them something to do to keep their boredom at bay, which I think is good. Anything you can do to stand out is going to help your stream. Command Line Light, I'm doing pretty good. I got a full night's sleep last night, the first in a few weeks since we've had our third baby. So yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling really good. Okay, let's shade auto smooth that. Perfect. It looks like the edge of this is supposed to be a lot thinner, so I need to actually make this bit. I'm actually gonna scale that out like that. Actually, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna delete that edge loop and bring this one up. That's what we're gonna do. Cool. Let's go ahead and add some color so we can actually see this better. Oh, that looks cool. I love that. It's not as thick as I want it. I want it to have some thickness. Let's just scale it, the whole thing up on the Z. Yeah, it was too much. Let's do just a little bit. That was good. I like that. What would happen if I did this? Medium point, proportional editing, connected only. That's super cool. I like that a lot better. Like that a lot better. Clone X 9 at your service. Might be a bit much. Might not need to use smooth. I might need to use sphere. There we go. I want to keep the right shape. Well, maybe I do want, maybe not smooth, but like inverse square. It's kind of like a bell shape. That works. Okay, so up to there. That is a sick. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that shape of the curve. We're almost there. We're almost there. Sharp? No, I think it was smooth. Yep, more so at the top. Yep. That's it. That's what I want. I love it. That's a gorgeous shield. Okay, on the outside at least so far. We'll double check this curve. Fiercely says, I'm not bored. Appreciate it. Why so serious? Usually when I don't have my webcam on and I'm actually doing the LEGO VTuber streams, I'm a lot more exaggerated. It's just a little awkward being exaggerated when I have the real face cam on me. The real webcam. Hey, GG Coco, thank you for the heart. It means a lot. Guys, thank you for the likes too. If you guys could be sure to like the stream, especially on YT, red platform, and TT, black platform, I'd really appreciate the likes, guys. Likes and shares on the stream. Like the shield edge needs to be sharper, like less block and flat. Yeah, I agree. As far as the comic book goes, but the thing is that this is gonna be in game and see like this far away. I need to make it a little blocky like that. Let's turn off grid. See? Need to slide that edge. Nope. Edge slide right to the middle. This one could probably go into. Darth Vader. That mess up the underlying bit? Yeah, it does. Need to grab the whole ring. That's it. That's the one. Maybe let's bring this in a bit. I don't know. Ooh, that's cool, that lens flare. I love it. I don't know. Maybe. It makes it look too soft on the edge. That's why I don't like that line right there. You do it a little bit. That's good. I like that. I think that's fine. Client doesn't like it. We can always just get rid of this edge. Okay. Now I need to fix this right here. So this should definitely merge at the center. So let's just M by nope, that didn't work. M by distant. Oh, what in the world? Oh, dummy. There we go. That's center. Whoa. There we go. Perfect. That looks good. Okay, now let's add this edge. Now this edge should probably just be a material thing. So right here. So we're gonna add a shield, and we'll call it rim, shield rim. A sign, there we go. And that is actually going to be the same material, 0.8, 0.4. Just gonna be a little bit brighter. Nice, I love it. What are we at polygon wise? 600, that's not bad. This shield is turning out really good. What do you guys think? What comic is that? So this is from a indie comic called Tooland. This client of mine, his name is Jason Lewis. He hired me to make a mobile game for his comic book. If you go to a Comic-Con, anywhere in the not anywhere in the US, I don't know if he's gone everywhere in the US, but he's like all the states on the East Coast for sure. He goes to like a new Comic-Con every single weekend. So look for his booth, Tooland. Go up to him, tell him you know Pixelfire, you know Zach, and he'll know exactly who you're talking about. He'll know exactly who you're talking about. This is all a ploy to show off your voice impression talents. Neighborhood, you were at the wrong stream for that. So typically when I do the LEGO VTubers and I don't have my webcam on, it's like a new character like every few minutes, and I'm doing voice impressions every time. Typically whenever you see a LEGO character on here, I'm doing a voice impression, unless it's my normal Pixelfire voice. Or unless it's Emmett. Emmett, I just use my own voice. But all this other stuff I always do the voice with. But I'm not bothering doing the impressions today because I'm doing the modeling right now. Okay, so the outside I'm happy with. Let's add these little, where are they? These little bits. So I like this version of the shield, the black and gray part, but I don't like the red parts on that one. For the red parts, I like... That's a good on the side, but I need one from the... There we go. Wait, was that the one? That was the one I said I didn't like. Maybe I do like that one out of the other ones. That one. I like that one. Okay, so that one, when it meets in the middle, it comes at a point. These right here. See that? Comes at a point. But this one is rounded. Wonder what client actually wants there. That one's pointed. I like the pointed. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the pointed? First off, we're just going to duplicate the shield. We're gonna hide the shield. I need to name these two. Staff, delete the camera, and delete the light. No, let's leave the light in there actually. This is going to be called shield piece, just for now. I use Unity Game Engine for all my game design stuff. Unity, Unity, Unity. Okay, shield piece, then we can just delete everything except for... I can't select inside that, select... Well, no, just what you mean, love. Delete that face. Now, Jack Sparrow is an impression that I really love doing because he's the best. He's Captain Jack Sparrow. Savvy? He's got his hat, and he puts his hat on, like so, and then he's a captain. You can't have a captain without a hat, mate, alright? Or even some rum for that matter. Where is it? No, that's not it. Where is it? No, that's not it. That's not it. This is not it at all. Where is it? Aha, there's me rum there. I'll have too much fun with this, mate. It's too much fun. Okay, Savvy, here we go. Let's create this. We've deleted, no, we haven't deleted it yet. Oh no, we have deleted it. Okay, so let's select that. Nope, we'll go back to edge mode. Select that, interfaces, there we go. Select the inverse and, oop. Not what I wanted to do. Switch to vertices. Select the inverse of that, delete those vertices, and then we've got our piece right there. But we want to do this. Let's see. We don't need those guys right there, so delete that. Delete the vertices. And there is the first makings of our little red piece that goes around the shield. Who knew Jack Sparrow knew how to make games? It's a small world, eh? The entire world. That's one of my favorite lines from the Pirates movies. The entire world. Just the way he says it is so funny. Hey, we're picking up some TT viewers. Love it. Anytime I do the streams, the Lego streams, and I do the impressions and have the characters change, we usually get so many more viewers. Usually these dev streams don't get as many viewers, but the dev work has to be done. This is what pays the bills, so. Maybe one day we'll actually have enough subs and memberships and stuff to actually do all this stuff full time without having to seek out clients to get paid. That would be the day. I don't imagine that my channel or my account or my stream or whatever would ever be as big as something like Kai Cenat or what are the other guys? Kai Cenat, Tim the Tatman, any of those. Like, I'm never gonna be that big. Like, let's be real. But even just like a 1/10 of that size, or even a 100th of that size, is like you could live off of that. Like those guys make an insane amount of money. Wouldn't you miss this stuff? What do you mean miss this stuff, neighborhood? What do you mean miss this stuff? No, don't get me wrong. I would still continue to be making all the same stuff. It would just be for my own IPs and my own brand. It wouldn't be for other clients. So like I would still make games 100%. Like that's what I want to do. I want to make games, movies, TV shows, whatever. I'm just doing it for clients right now instead of for myself. I'm doing some stuff for myself. So like Stream Focus is an app that I've been building and working on. People have been using that. That's going really well. Stream Focus is. So I'm making some of my own stuff, but to be able to go full time making my own stuff and not have to worry about getting money from clients like that's the dream. That's the dream. Okay, so this right here, let's see. Let's go ahead and mirror this. Mirror to the other side. Nice. And actually I should array it. I should array it if I want it to go all the way around. Array. Doop. Nope. We want it to be 4. Fit. Nope. Fit curve. No. It's object offset, not relative offset. Object offset. Do it by shield, I think. And then I should just be able to rotate the shield. Let's add a solidify to this. Solidify. So we can actually see it, and let's change the color to staff red. No, we don't want that. Make our own shield red that doesn't glow. Mission 0. Okay, there we go. Let's solidify it a little more. Scale. That's the problem. There we go. I was like, why is it going that way? Why is it doing that? Okay, that's enough for now. It's just a visual aid for now. So array, let's do the array after the fact. Array. So I believe if I just rotate this, nope. Fixed count, object offset. There we go. Just need to rotate it by, I think that would be 90. Yep, 90. And then for some reason, it's just not solidifying. Array first. Solidify first. Even thickness, that's what I wanted. Okay, so. But still, why is it not applying to the array? I'm so confused. I'm slowly waiting for the Joker. There you go, friend. Why so serious? Okay, what is going on with this? That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, probably not, but... It's the solidify that's the problem, but why? All the scales applied is so weird. Oh, I know why. Because it's following this and the scale is not applied there. Boom, that fixes it. There we go. Cool. Now we have it. That looks sick. I haven't even finished these red pieces, but that looks super cool, dude. Guys, that is super cool. I like how bulky the red things are. It makes it look like a target, like a what's it called? Not a Corsair, crosshair. Corsair, guys, it's a Corsair. No, it's a crosshair. It's a crosshair. Sorry. Crosshair. Looks like a crosshair. Crosshair, crosshair, crosshair. You say that too many times, it starts sounding weird. Your face when you saw the mesh break was 10 out of 10. Tell me how to do the Legos. So yeah, so this is a custom setup that I have created in a Unity game engine. Everything is modeled in Blender, free software you can download today. And then all the code and the animation and stuff is happening over in Unity, which is also free software. Yeah, that's how I'm doing it. Mr. YR. Guys, be sure to like the stream. Like, drop a follow, share with your friends, share with your mom, share with your dad, share with your hamster, share with your goldfish. Okay, now we only have to edit one and then all the other things will adjust, which is awesome. I love it. Okay, let's actually make this. I like how big that, no, I don't actually, it needs to be smaller. Okay, let's actually use, now here's the thing. To make this, I wonder why that is off like that. Is the shield off like that too? No. I also don't need this bit. I can delete that. Itches, my ear does. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Okay, let's bring this. Oh, the solidify is... Okay, it's doing that. We need to bring this forward. Grab Y. Whoa. Now it just looks like arrows. Your face here. Your face is going to land right here when I throw this shield at you. That's exactly what the shield is saying. Okay, can't do that, obviously. I want to get rid of the solidify modifier because it's messing me up. Wait, let me just solid snap it to the face, which is not working for some reason. Snap it to the edge, which is also not working. Why is that not working? Oh, because it's not actually real. That's why. Yeah, I'm not gonna use the solidify modifier. It's messing me up. I'm going to solidify it myself. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to use the solidify modifier, apply it, boop, and then I'm going to edit it. So this is going to boop. Face. Boop. Boop. Actually, I want to do this a little differently. I want to delete that side, and then I want to mirror it first. Just like that. And then everything should still work. Yep, so we mirror first, array it around, and then we're golden. Perfect. Now what I do to this side will happen to the other side too. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so definitely don't like, actually I don't mind that. That face, that's fine. Actually works nicely. Okay. Now let's move this guy up here. Well, first we want to do that. There we go. Grab a Y. Nope, just grab like that. This is sick. What do you guys think of this? I think it looks pretty good. It could probably be a little bit rounder, but maybe not. I don't know. Try like right. No, that doesn't look good. Nope, not that. Looks terrible. We're gonna do that. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Just like that. Maybe not. That looks good, but let's bring these in. A little bit. You're gonna like this better. Wham. Nope. Definitely not. Thanks for the heart, guys. Appreciate it. How many modifications do you usually have to make when adding a new character? Do you mean the Lego characters? It depends on the character. If it is, because this was the first one I made. It's just the basic humanoid Lego character. But then going to Emmett, all the model pieces are the same except for the hair piece. That was the only thing. And it's static. It doesn't animate or anything. So super, super easy. All I had to do really was just make the model for the hair, color it, and then add a new texture for the skin. But all the modeling was essentially the same. Same thing with Mando. Same thing with Clone 1 and Clone 2. It's literally just an extra helmet piece that's static. Same thing with Joker. Just needed a different texture. The texture was a little hard on the face. And then same thing, just the hair. Where it starts getting more complicated is, so like Darth Vader too. It's just a helmet piece. And Batman. So Batman was one where it's just the helmet piece. Oh, there is also the belt as well. The belt is a separate model that I made. But where the helmet piece actually needed to have the eyes have blend shapes on them as well, so I had to make that. But then it starts getting more complicated with characters like Jack Sparrow and Yoda. So Jack Sparrow is the most complicated, but Yoda would be the second most complicated because Yoda is a completely different model from like the typical Lego humanoid head. So I had to model this completely from scratch, and then I added physics to the ears. So that has some physics in there. And then Drip has some complication too because the hair in the back has physics. You guys see that? And then Jack Sparrow was the most complicated because he has the headpiece, but there are multiple different physics going on here. There's the hair physics in the front, which is separate from the hair physics that's going on this like ponytail up here in the back. And then another hair physics for this braid that's in the front. So this front braid is separate. So there's 3 different physics systems going on for the hair. The front braid, boop, this front hair, and then the ponytail side here. Yep. Jack Sparrow's the most fun though, for sure. I love using Jack Sparrow the most. He's super, super fun. Okay. So I like that point. I need another right here. And this I actually want to merge that. I believe. Yes, I want to do that. And then this, I can move up. Nice. Make Hulk? Dude, no one has mentioned that before. Hulk would be an interesting one. People have had a lot of suggestions for Lego characters to make, but no one has ever suggested Hulk. That's interesting. Might try that. That sounds fun. Hulk. Okay, all of these need to go up some. That needs to go up even more. Beautiful. I'm still not liking this corner right here. It feels very sharp. What if I just bevel it? Feels better. I'm still not liking something about the geometry though. First off, I think this needs to do that. Oh, it could be hard, depends on what or how big you want. Yeah, he'd have to be big, which means I'd have to back the camera up a lot, for sure. Pretty cool, you're streaming the avatars from Unreal Engine 5. I use Unity. Unity game engine is my engine of choice. And the reason being is a money thing, or was a money thing. Years ago, this was probably 10 years ago now, when I started playing around with game design, I looked for free game design software. And at the time, back then, Unity was free and Unreal Engine was not. It cost money to use Unreal Engine. So I went with Unity and have been using it ever since and have never had a reason to switch. But now, of course, Unreal is free, just like Unity, so either is fine. Yeah, I'm not liking this topology. This is what I'm gonna do. This is, here we go. We're gonna add that, nope. We're gonna add that. Let's turn this off. Add that, 0, do that. And then I'm going to get rid of that loop. Delete edge loop, nope, let's just delete the vertices, that's fine. And then that. There we go. That feels a lot better. That down. Much better topology. Still not liking this right here. Now again, you're never going to see this in game because we're going to be out like this far. That's the shield. On the mobile device, this is what you're going to see. So it's not going to, no one's going to notice, but. Feels a little big still. Does it feel big to you guys compared to these images? The red parts. Also might go too far in. Yeah, I think it goes too far in. Neighborhood, why is that unfortunate? Sorry, I'm scrolling up, guys, to catch all these comments. Slim it down a little. Do you mean the red piece, Sonic? When is game coming out? So this game, so the date keeps getting pushed for various reasons. Like he had me working on a VTuber for him for a while, and then my wife had a baby, so that pushed a little bit. And so yeah, a bunch of different stuff. So the plan is the end of this month, but that's, I mean, it's so up in the air because even if I finish the game by the end of this month, there's still things that he's gonna have to do on his end. As far as App Store stuff goes, it's a process to get stuff available on the App Store. So I don't know. By the end of summer, I'll give you the safe guess, end of summer. How many polygons is this? This shield, it's like 500. No, it's 1,000. It's 1,000. Which is no deal at all. Thank you, Amber, means a lot. Sorry guys, I'm still checking chat. Proximity alert remembers back then. Yep. Those are the days. Unity was free and Unreal is not. Yeah, neighborhood, what are you saying is unfortunate? What are we making? I am working on the weapon models for the superhero for the mobile game that I'm creating for a client. Make the red piece thinner and a bit more pointy. Yeah, I agree on the thinner for sure. Became a Dragon Ball character. Become Goku. I don't have any Dragon Ball characters. Love Blender, but don't have a PC powerful enough for Unity. Got a jar of dirt. I have a jar of dirt. Do you guys want to see my jar of dirt? Also make the middle hole bigger since the black part is small on your example. You're right. That middle part is bigger. Huh. Not on every, so this was the image I was going after initially, but even with this one, yeah, you're right. It is. Should come out more. Okay, so it looks like all of this needs to scale. Whoops, we need to do this. Something like that, and then, whoop. I like the shape of this though, and I'm messing up the shape by doing that. I mean, I can fix it. It's not a. This would be linear. I believe. Yes, Shift C. There we go. There we go. That matches the references better, at least where the rings are. Might be pushing it a little too much. I don't like that new shape either. What I could do is add another ring here. Wait. I don't think this is, there's supposed to be a line here. Because this black line is just the shading of the comic book, but we could make this black so that there's... No, that's pointless, unless we just made it a stronger black. Yeah, that's probably unnecessary for game. Yeah, I'll ask client what he wants to do. There we go. I was wondering why that was looking weird. Okay, so these need to be thinner. It's weird. Oh, we're also got a weird like loop shape. Need a better picture. See, like these ones are rounded. Sometimes they're rounded, sometimes they're sharp. And sometimes they have none at all. There you go. Beta available for paid tier on his website. Is there any progress yet? Progress on what? Wait, are you the guy who worked on all? Yes, yes, I am. Yep. Justin T. Yep. Working on Stream Focus, and I'm also working on a mobile game for a client right now. Yeah, you guys can try out Stream Focus if you want. I just uploaded a new version 0.4.2 yesterday. Yesterday or the day before? Which added, what did it add? It added the badge support for TikTok messages, and it also added some extra language support for Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and Thai. The thing is, it's hard to do since every panel is different and it's not perfect shapes. Thing is, it's so hard to do since every panel is different and it's not perfect shapes. What do you mean by that? Thanks for your servers. Services? Yeah, no problem. When can we use the virtual stream characters, Chase? So yeah, I have not started development on this yet. I want to so badly, so it really is just depending on my work. So I have a certain amount of work that I'm doing for other clients. This game is one of them. I've got some visual effects jobs that I'm working on, a social media video for one company, a big company, and another thing that I can't go into details with. So there's like 2 or 3 VFX projects I'm working on for clients, and there's this game. So those have me busy, and then there's Stream Focus, which is my own personal thing. That's generating some income, which is good, but it's not quite enough for me to be able to go full time on developing my own stuff. If we did get to that point where we have enough income from Stream Focus and just from the streams in general, then I would be able to much more easily. Someone's voting multiple times. So I would be able to much more quickly start development on the VTuber app. So the current plan, just based on everything that's going on and based on not having enough income from this stuff yet to make a living off of, the VTuber development app, the VTuber app development will probably start, it's May now, maybe August. So yeah, it just depends. Yeah, I'm glad to see that there's still interest in this VTuber app for sure. But if you guys multi-stream, check out Stream Focus. That is an app that I just released like a month ago, and I would love to get your feedback on it, guys. The VTuber app would be sick. I know, I'm super excited for it. So I was actually, some of you guys know this, but I was actually building a VTuber app for a pretty large company that I promise if I said the name of the company, you would all know who it was. They're a big company, especially in this industry that you and I are in right now. I was making a VTuber app for them, working on it full time, the sole developer for 2 years, from 2022 to 2024. And the very beginning of 2024, they canned it. They were like, we don't want to keep developing this anymore. So it was very unfortunate. And it was a secret app the entire time. None of it was public yet, so I have nothing to show for it. But I got a lot of experience working on the app for 2 years, which I hope to be able to pour into my own VTuber app that I'll start development on soon. Samantha, thank you for the heart. It means a lot. That's crazy. There's not that many competitors. Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 well-known VTuber apps out there. Most of them are 2D stuff. Only like 2 of them are 3D. Do you only do the mainframe, or you also work on the visuals? The mainframe. What do you mean by that? I'm doing everything. So on this mobile game, I'm the sole developer. I take that back. So I actually just hired an artist for this mobile game to create Rampage. I'm not gonna show it to you guys on stream today, but I'll show it to you guys soon. It's super sick. Rampage is the final boss. Let me actually pull him up. Where's Rampage? So this is Rampage. He is the final boss of Comic Book Issue 1, also the final boss of Level 1 for this mobile game. So I actually outsourced the character modeling and texturing for Rampage to another artist. So aside from that, I'm doing everything in the game myself. All the modeling, texturing, rigging, animation, coding. I will be doing the rigging and the motion capture for Rampage, but the modeling and sculpting and texturing another artist is doing. But I will share more on that soon. Which I'm super excited about because this artist did an incredible job. Super pumped to show it to you guys. Bagel, what's up? Bagel, are you mad because your vote didn't get chosen? That's hilarious. I see some of you guys are voting multiple times. I thought that I made it so that you can only vote once. Maybe I didn't. How long have you been 3D modeling? Gosh, I started when I was 13, maybe 14, and I'm 32 now, so 18-ish years. I've been using Blender specifically. When I was a kid, I've told this story 1,000 times on stream, but when I was a kid, I loved, and I still love, watching behind the scenes for movies. I loved, back in the day when I was a kid, loved, and still today, loved Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean, Star Wars, Narnia, all those types of movies. Loved watching behind the scenes that came with the movies. And I remember on behind the scenes, the things that I loved watching the most was the visual effects. Artists would be on a computer and they'd be moving around like this in 3D space and creating stuff. And I thought it was the coolest thing. I wanted to see if I could do that too. So I looked up online, free 3D software, found Blender back in like 2006, downloaded it, was met with the default cube, this guy. It was just this thing in the scene. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And then I finally figured out how to press the middle mouse button. And when you press it down and you move the mouse, it starts moving around like this. And I kid you not, when I did this, just this movement right here for the first time, when I was 14 years old, it was like, I was like, oh my gosh, a light bulb went off my head. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing the same thing that I saw those 3D artists doing in the behind the scenes of Lord of the Rings. And it was so cool. And I was just like, man, the sky's the limit. I can create anything in this world. And I've just loved modeling ever since. I've loved Blender ever since. I've loved visual effects ever since, and I do it full time now. It's my job. For the longest time, for the past 10 years now, or since 2015, I've been doing full-time freelance visual effects for movies and commercials, TV shows. And then about 4 or 5 years ago, I was able to start getting game dev contracts as well. So now my contracts kind of consist of like 50% game design and 50% visual effects for like movies and TV shows. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. It's exciting, exciting stuff. Okay, so that's my story. That's my story. Let's work on... oh my gosh, it's 1 p.m. I need to go eat lunch. I have a tendency to put lunch off for too long. Okay, don't want that. Actually, it's this one that needs to come. Hey, there's Drip. Let's go back to the shield reference. So I need to work on the underside too. The underside kind of like loops around. So I need to extrude. No snapping. Looks pretty good, and then let's move this out some more. That's good. We need another cut there though. Let's smooth it. That might be too much. this one, I'm actually going to keep bringing on under. Why can't I grab it? There we go. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna delete that, fill in that, and then I'm gonna bevel this. The inside is also darker than the outside, but I wonder if that's just a reflection thing. Do you still learn new things, and do you have any old projects so we can see how much you've learned? Yes, I learn new things every day, and yes, I do have some old stuff that I would love to show you guys. I actually showed some of that stuff to my two oldest kids. They're 5 and 2. A few days ago, I showed them a Lego Star Wars 15-minute animation that I made back when I was like 15 years old. I want to show that and other things to you guys someday soon, for sure. I need to figure out how exactly to do that though. Should I just like show it on a stream? Or should I upload it as a video? That's probably a bad idea to upload it as a video. Should I just post it in the Discord? I'm not sure. I don't know yet. It's a reflection, but the inside is also darker. Yeah. Yeah, I think the inside is definitely darker for sure. That inner bit is definitely grayer. Okay, wait, that's a different design. Yeah, so look at this design. There's this design. It's like black rim on the top, and then the whole center circle is gray. But then on this one, it's just that bit right there is gray. So I wonder which one client wants me to go with. And then this one has a red rim. So which one is it? I need to ask client before I commit to anything. And that one's the big gray in the middle. But that gray in the middle looks more just like reflection, I think. But that's definitely not, because that has a solid inked line there. Okay, where was the side view? Okay. We need to adjust this shield to go inside as well. So I'm gonna do that. And then inside again. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and merge that, and then, oh no, because I can't add loops after that, that's why. Let's do that. Inside doesn't matter so much, so I'm only gonna do 3 loops. And then these bits here, then I can go ahead and merge it. Center. And then, let's drag it up. Smooth. Need to be able to see this somehow. Let's hide this. Not smooth. It needs to be sphere, I think. Just not so dramatic on the. Maybe it does need to be smooth. Weird. It's definitely not that sharp. Nope. Be the inverse of sharp. There we go. Now I can actually see. That's what I want. There we go. That's good, right? I can push it a little bit more. But less. There we go. Cool. And I also think I want to add a bevel to this. Maybe not. Bevel right here. No, doesn't need it. Works for me. I want to change this to super dark down here. I can't see. What would you charge for 2D or 3D VTuber model? So it depends, but a cost for that is like thousands of dollars. It depends on the complexity of the model, but yeah, a 3D VTuber, thousands. That's the starting range. Gonna 3D print it? I'm not, no. My client might 3D print this. Too troublesome to make each version and then just ask which version he wanted. That's not the most efficient way to go about it because I'm getting paid by the hour essentially, so it would kind of be inefficient for me to make things because I could just ask him. I could just say, hey, this is what we've got so far, but I see a few variations where there's a red line, a red rim. I see a few variations where the silver part is wider or closer in. So what do you prefer? And ask him, he'll tell me, and then I can make just that. Yeah, no worries, Hugo. No worries. Hey, thank you for the heart, me. Appreciate it. I think the shield edge needs to be sharper. I agree. I like it sharper, especially if you're thinking like Captain America type shield, which essentially this kind of is. I agree. But again, you're not even gonna see it because this is about what you're gonna see on your mobile device. This is a mobile game for mobile, like your phone, little phone. So this is what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be that far away. You're not even gonna notice sharp edge or not. You're not gonna notice a lot of these details. It's okay. It's okay. I could do this. That'll make it sharper. But again. Yeah. So we'll see. Again, that's something I can bring up to client. If he wants it sharper, we just do that. First extend this outwards. Boop, like that. Nope, definitely not. But yeah, those are super small, simple changes we can always make later. Okay, as far as the handle, I don't think there's a handle on the inside. Because the shield, similar to, the shield uses alien technology. This goes into the lore of his comic book a bit. So you know Iron Man, the Marvel Avengers movies, the nanotech stuff, it's kind of like that, to where it's inside the watch and then it kind of dissolves outwards in little pieces and then forms the entire shield. So I think the shield is just already connected to the watch, so there's not like a strap or something that he holds on to. Yeah, it's just connected to the watch. So that's great, don't need to make anything there. I do still need to make the circles that go, the yellow circles. Where is that close-up image, the side one. I also need to make this swirly thing in the center. That should probably be texture, not modeled, because that would take a lot of geometry to model that curve. That should definitely be a texture thing. So let's add a cylinder that is 8 vertices. It might be a little small. No, 8's probably good. We're gonna use Boolean modifier to make this whole. So modifier, Boolean, select the cylinder. There we go. And this might be too low poly. Maybe not. There we go. And then material index based, we should be able to add a material that will apply there. Shield yellow. Boop. Red. Green. I forgot how that works. Index based. Do we I think we transfer maybe the material from the Boolean, maybe? Yes, there we go, that works. And let's just make it emit. Nice. Red, green, no blue. Beautiful. It's a little too big though, so I'm gonna make this smaller. Cylinder. Boop. Feels about right. What do you guys think? Move it a little bit that way. I'm not liking how low poly it is. I need this to be probably a 16. So I think I could probably just add like do a bevel or subdiv surface. Let's look at that in wireframe mode. I'm just going to add a new cylinder. A mesh cylinder. Copy the scale. Copy the... Oh, because I applied the scale. Dagnabbit. There we go. Okay. New cylinder. Boop. Make sure it is 16 and then copy the scale. Boop. Now we've got more geometry there. We can delete this old one, rename this and then change this to cylinder. There we go. Beautiful. Then we also have to do the cylinder, add that material. There we go. Nice. What do you guys think? I want this red piece to have a bevel to it. Also need to make sure that we are, yep, scale applied. I can't add more bevel. Something is interfering. There it is. Okay. Yeah, we don't want it on that. So perfect. Maybe I don't like that bevel. We won't see it. We're not going to see it, honestly. Maybe we will see it. No, we won't see it. Nope. That's cool. I think that looks like a cool game model, especially for a mobile game. What do you guys think? Shield, staff. Those are some cool weapons, dude. Love it. Is there an image where we see a shield and a staff together? Right there. I think that's pretty cool. Can you do R2-D2? I don't have R2-D2. I'm so sorry. That would be cool though. Real time, Brad, what's up? I've been good. How have you been? Davey, what's up? Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. How have you been, Davey? Every time I start to end stream, people start hopping on. I forget you said it won't be noticeable super close. Yeah. Oh, Hugo said, I see a saucer shape on profile. So yeah, it's got a little bit of a saucer shape. Is that what you mean? Hugo, thank you for all the gifts. The finger heart, the popular vote. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Bones, I'm using Blender to model this, and then I'm using Unity Game Engine. What am I using for the animated face? Yeah, Unity Game Engine. This is a custom setup that I created, and we're frozen. Look at that. Oh no, that is a mocap thing. Yep, body is broken. Here we go. Fix the body. Thanks, Bones. Means a lot. Glad you like it. Face is still working, but the body is broken. What happens? You just reset the tracker? Yeah, so I unplugged the battery from the suit and plugged it back in. Sometimes it disconnects for whatever reason. I haven't had to sync this whole time. Okay guys, that is it for me for today. We got the shield and the staff made, at least to a point where I'm ready to show it to client to see if he has any other specifics with where he wants the ring to be, if he's good with the shape and all that stuff. So I'm gonna show these to client, and I need to go now because it is 1:30 p.m. and I need to eat lunch. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, Hugo, one last question for sure. Go for it. So guys, be sure to check out the Discord if you haven't already. It's a great place to be. Be sure to check out Stream Focus if you are a multi-streamer and stream to Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, or any combination of those. Then check out Stream Focus. It's a multi-chat app that I've been building over the past few months, and it's available in early access. So be sure to check that out. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. Do you have any samples of your models? Like if I wanted to test with my workflow. Sample models for what? Any specifics there, Hugo? Anything, just something sitting in a chair talking. So like VTuber stuff, I don't have anything that I could give you like the VTuber wise. Yeah, I don't have any VTuber stuff I could give you. Especially Lego stuff, because I need to save this for the VTuber app stuff. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what if you give me. So get on the Discord, Hugo, and like let me know more information of what you're looking for, and maybe I'll have something for you. Gatekeeping, 100%. I spent hundreds of hours creating these Lego models and setting them up for animation and rigging for VTubing. So gatekeeping, yes, 100%. Okay. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.